There we go. Oh, now you want to look?
Yeah, of course I want to look. Well, hey.
There's 0 people in here.
There's Polly in the background. Hey, now we got 2 people in here. Hello, everyone. We are live.
We're live.
Hey, Nikita's mom. Hey, Victor. Hey, Savvy. Hey, Annalise. Hey, Misty.
Waverly Jean. Victoria. I think YouTube is glitching a little bit, as per usual.
Oh, there it goes. Now it said there was only 2 people in here, and there was like 10 people actively chatting. I was like, something doesn't add up here.
Happy first day of spring. Oh, yeah, I forgot today was the first day of spring.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it, though, does it? Doesn't feel like it's the first day of spring. It feels like it's about to snow here.
Aurelis.
I'm gonna get my drink.
What's up, Tina? We're doing all right. We're here at the location we're filming at. And we're all pretty tired.
Yes.
So,
night 4 of an investigation here. This is the first time we've done that in many moons, where we did 4 nights in a row investigating for a single episode. So, but as you can see, we're sitting here dumping footage to make sure that we have enough space on our memory cards and everything. So this is a behind-the-scenes live stream, kind of.
Hi to the other person. That is my mom back there.
That's Polly Gear.
I finally caught alive. Hello, Shannon. What's up, Caroline? Aurelis says, hi, Polly. Jan. There's Tony. Darian. Victor. Driana. So yeah, we, during last week's premiere, we set a, what's that called?
Goal?
Yeah, what's the other? A super chat goal. And, the reward for that was, if we hit our goal, we would go live sometime this week. And we figured we would pick the day where we're the most dead.
Who needs energy, right? I'm actually not as tired tonight as I was night 2. Night 2, I was the most tired.
Yeah. So here we are. Yeah, like Ryan said, we're just dumping some footage really quick. And then here, before too long, we're going to get started with the final night here. Where are you? We can't say right now.
Tony, what up?
This will be coming out in a couple of weeks. It's a big project. It's going to take a couple of weeks to edit, so... What state are you in tonight? A tired state. We're in West Virginia. But, yep, you can see what we're doing here. We're just dumping some footage. I would take you and show you around, but we don't want to give away what this episode is. I mean, some of you guys know, but we don't want you to see the inside of the location until the episode. Right?
Right, it's a good one. We can say unequivocally that no one has ever investigated this place.
Ever.
Ever.
Well, except for us.
Yeah, I mean, except for us, which was my point, that we are the only people to have ever investigated this place. So, and the history here is crazy. It's not a copy paste location that every other team on YouTube has done.
Do you know? No, Landon. We don't know who that is. Excited for this one. Yeah, it's going to be really good. There's a lot of history and mystery. History and mystery. Can't wait for this episode to drop. Yeah, it'll be sometime in April. Don't want to give an exact date because there is a lot of footage to go through. 4 days worth of footage. That's unfortunate, Caden. You might want to go take care of that. How long have you spent each night? It's been like noon, 11 noon to 2 or 3 in the morning each day. We had actually planned to sleep here and film that as a portion of the episode, but it ended up being too cold in here, and I'm too big of a baby to sleep on a bed because my back hurts too much.
What do you sleep on then?
Or sleep on a cot. I mean,
he's too big of a baby to sleep on a bed, everyone. Did you hear that? He only takes the finest air mattress cushion stuffed with bunny fur.
Could you imagine, though, if you could just float and sleep? That'd be nice.
That's right. He sleeps in a zero gravity chamber.
You gotta plan some vacation time. What's that?
That's right.
We're going to. We gotta eventually put an end to the show. Well, not the show. We gotta put an end to this season at some point, and take some time off. Don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, I guess. That's the problem with YouTube, guys. You have to understand that unless you have a huge following from some other platform, like having been on TV before and have a huge following from that, YouTube is very much a game of consistency. And taking time off, taking a week off, doesn't bode well for a YouTube channel. They want consistency. YouTube's algorithm is set up so that if you do not stay consistent in your uploads, you will be punished in the more recent future until you. So, yeah, unless you already have millions of subs who will watch anything that you put out, it's all about staying consistent. So, vacations and stuff don't really play into the YouTuber, the YouTube content creator schedule.
Yeah. So, upload older episodes. Yeah, we might take a time where we go and film maybe like 1 or 2 one-take episodes, which are just shorter episodes, and maybe 1 or 2 marathons or something, and take a couple of weeks off, which I know makes Ryan nervous, but and me nervous, to be honest, but sometimes. What's up, Connor? Wow, look at all that support from Iran. Thanks.
MR. Ali.
YouTube is terrible to its content creators. That couldn't be any more true.
Thank you, Sherry.
Whoops. Thank you, Sherry.
Thank you.
It's very nice of you. Yeah, this is not going to be the longest of of live streams here. we still have a lot of work to do tonight, and we can't really leave this desk because we don't want to ruin the surprise of where we are and what we're doing.
Pinky, that is Dave's mom, Polly, back there.
Yep, we've had plenty of special guests this week. Aurelius, could you time that person out? What's up, Alex? Polly looks like a kid sent to the corner. That is very true, Pinky. What's up, Crow of Judas? So if you guys, we're probably going to stay on here for maybe 15 more minutes or so. If you have any questions for us, let us know. Thank you, Aurelius, for doing that. What's up, Janie? Is Ryan editing this week's video, says Connor?
No, that's going to happen between tomorrow afternoon and Saturday. Right now I'm dumping footage, clearing off memory cards, because we filmed so much footage that we've run out of space on the memory cards.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Do you ever come to Illinois? We've probably filmed a dozen or so episodes in Illinois over the years. Half a dozen?
A dozen? I would say more like a half a dozen.
Half a dozen?
Half a baker's dozen. 6.5. This lighting is weird looking.
Yeah.
It's making me look like I'm Jack Skellington.
How come no one investigates Limp Mansion anymore? I don't think you can anymore, can you? I think they turned it into a permanent bed and breakfast, if it's the place I'm thinking of.
I'm not sure.
Tiffany, thank you very much.
Thank you, Tiffany. Hi, Mike.
Hello, Mike. For your merch, is there a different email than the one on the site? I'm emailed in regards to the sold-out shirt I wanted after the last premiere, but should I have sent it to a different... No, that's...
Sorry, Victoria. Yeah, I told you to send an email, and then we were so busy preparing for this project that I totally forgot to check the email, because I'm scatterbrained 990% of the time.
It's been a busy couple weeks, guys.
But let me really quick here. Hold on. Just let me work on that really quick, Victoria.
That sucks, Connor. I'm just waiting to see if anything pops up in that window center of the screen. Maybe, you never know. That would be creepy. Hello, Joy. We're doing pretty well today. We're all kind of tired, so...
That's for sure.
How's May 17th looking? I don't know. I can't see it.
It's looking good. It's looking good.
Will it be standing room only? I highly doubt it. There'll probably be like 15 people that show up, Tony. Whoops. What's up, Rui? Keep up the great work and see you spooky Saturday. Thank you, Christina. That's very nice of you. What's up, Michael? Deborah? What software do y'all use to edit the videos? Premiere Pro. I have a feeling tons will show up. I don't know, Aurelius, maybe. There's a lot of paranormal conventions going on that day, of course. So, joined a little late. Hope everyone's having a blessed day. Thank you. Didn't think to ask. Is there an age limit on the meet and greet? My 17-year-old is wanting to come with me. I would say probably not. Just you can't. I'm not saying you would do this, but you just have to stay there with your child. There has to be an adult with the child.
Victoria, in the chat right now, is it the t-shirt you were looking for? Or the hoodie?
Nice cameras you have there. Yeah, we actually rented one. Is it that one? Yeah, we rented an R8 to film this. And we kind of have gotten obsessed over it. I think we might try to trade in one of our old cameras to get this one.
Yeah, when you watch this particular episode that we're filming now, guys, you'll see a very noticeable difference in the quality and in the cinematics of it.
Connor said, "Is Polly tired yet?" Laughing face.
Beyond.
Yes, t-shirts. Okay. If you go to the merch site right now, the t-shirt will no longer be marked as sold out. And you can order another one.
How old are those two? Are you talking... what are you talking about?
Are you talking about these horrific dark circles and wrinkles that I have going on? Because I'm 174.
How long does it take you to edit just one investigation video, says Erica.
Probably, depending on which one it is and how big of a project it is, it could be anywhere from like 50 hours all the way up to like 90 hours. Or 100 hours if it's like the Halloween special we did.
Why hasn't anyone been killed by a ghost? Do ghosts have the ability to be vengeful when they become ghosts? Actually, there's a story in... I'll get it here eventually. What's the name of that place we went to in Flatwoods?
Did we go to a place in Flatwoods?
Yeah, anyway, it's in Flatwoods somewhere. Flatwoods, West Virginia. There's a story about a woman who was killed by a ghost. It was like the only documented death by a ghost in the country.
I don't remember that
That
story.
Easter shoe.
Maybe.
Yeah, the girl.
It was in Flatwoods, wasn't it?
No, it was
Or Sutton.
down around Jason.
Fayetteville.
The county.
Fayette County.
Yeah, somewhere down there.
Somewhere in Fayette County.
I think.
Let me know, Victoria, if it works, if you're still in here.
An order went through, yeah.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, it popped up. How old are the two cameras? These ones...
The ones that we normally shoot the show on, they came out in 2019, 2020.
Yeah. What are they? I forget what they're even called. I'm so tired.
Canon RP is what we normally shoot the
RP, yeah.
show on. But after using the Canon R8, we are gonna try an upgrade, perhaps. I don't know, that'll be another $2,000 for the camera body, so...
Yeah.
it all depends on the timing and if it works out.
Only Real Paranormal. Thank you for the super sticker. We appreciate that.
Thank you, thank you.
I just ordered it. Thank you.
Sweet.
What about the Bell Witch? Maybe one day. OMG, Ryan. No wonder you are exhausted all the time. 50 to 90 hours to edit one weekly episode. Yeah. And that's been every week for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, guys? Hope you and everyone in the chat are having a good night. It worked. Thank you, Ryan.
You're welcome.
Dave, is your mom going to be at the meet and greet in Pennsylvania? Maybe. She said maybe. Are you going to be doing a live stream on Saturday? I see you ask this a lot. I think maybe you're conflating live stream with premiere, but yeah, we'll be doing a new episode premiere or new video premiere on Saturday. But as far as a live stream like this one on Saturday, no. Thank you for subscribing. See you later, Christina.
See you later, Christina.
I can't shout out somebody with no name.
No name.
Yeah, their name is No Name.
Oh, wow.
I got my stickers on Monday. Is there a reason you guys don't look into hiring an editor?
It's too expensive.
It's expensive.
Think of it this way, guys. Imagine if we hired and paid for someone to do 50 to 100 hours a week of work and how much that would cost, because they would literally have to make that their full-time job.
Yeah.
And then we would have to pay a wage for someone to have a full-time job doing that, and we don't even have enough money to pay ourselves a full wage.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we and you'd have to pay industry standard, which is a lot of money. So, luckily, from time to time, when we need help, Connor is kind enough to jump in and do some editing for us, which is very kind of him to do.
Yes.
Sorry, guys. Hold on one second. My structure is falling here. Dave, are you going to do your travel video at this location? No. Not here. I actually booked a location to go and film for one of the travel videos, but I booked it for Sunday night and we started filming this on Monday morning. So I don't know what I was thinking there. So I had to cancel that. But maybe one day next week I'll go and film something and start on that. But this place that we're at now is fairly close to where we live, so it's not really worth doing a travel video to, especially when we're doing a full episode. An editor of a book can cost over $300. I can only imagine what it would cost you guys. Yeah, I don't really know what the industry standard is.
Be between probably, if we were actually hiring someone as a full-time editor, it would probably be anywhere from, I would say probably about $20 an hour is probably what it would come down to.
Yeah, so you add $20 an hour times 60 hours a week times 4 weeks a month. That's a lot of money. Ryan, you're so good at editing and putting together the videos. I wouldn't hire anyone either, especially if you want it done a certain way.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too, you know.
Do you or Ryan have any paranormal YouTubers you watch? If so, any across the pond? Honestly, well, I won't speak for Ryan, but for myself, I really don't watch paranormal outside of doing paranormal because it's all we do. But, excuse me. But we'll watch our friends Connor and Allison and Cag and Amy's videos when we can, and really that's about it.
Yeah, that's like we watch to support our friends. To go and spend so much time making paranormal videos and then in free time to go and watch paranormal videos would just exacerbate the burnout that is already present. It would just entirely probably throw us over the edge.
Connor has been a big part of Paranormal Quest lately. How did y'all meet? That's a good question that I don't remember the answer to. I really don't remember how we started talking. Connor, if you remember, feel free to chime in. I know the first time we met was at Crown Point Jail in Crown Point, Indiana, but how we started talking to make that happen, I don't remember. Is the investigation you're doing right now going to be out this weekend?
No, for guys, you're talking 4 nights and 4 days worth of footage.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's on a security system, which, not to spoil anything, but like we had a full-on security DVR system set up in this building, and that is, what do you think, four night, like pretty much 24 hours a day video surveillance of this place for.
It's like 600 gigs, wasn't it?
Yeah, but at least 36 hours.
Oh yeah.
At least 36 hours.
Yeah.
Of footage.
Add in the fact that you need a life outside of the paranormal. It's understandable. Yeah. What do you think about the Aaron Goodwin mess? I commented on that on the last live stream that we did. Obviously, it's not a good situation for anybody to be in, and hopefully that other person spends the rest of their life in prison, and hopefully Aaron can get some treatment and therapy and whatnot.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
Connor said he doesn't even remember.
It was so long ago, guys, like 2018, I think, which really isn't that long ago, but like 2018 we started talking with Connor.
It might have been like Instagram DMs or like YouTube comments or something like that.
Yeah.
What if someone helped you edit for a once a quarter hunt involvement with no financial conversation? I'm not following that.
Well, it would come down to, because we have a very high standard for like the quality of content that we put out, if that makes sense. And no one, because I've been in that situation before. Like someone had asked me years ago if I would edit something for them, and I had agreed. And when we got into it, they said, "Well, will you edit this first one for me for free, so I can see your work, and then I'll pay you for the rest of them?" And that is an absolute no. You know, any editor that takes pride in their work shouldn't ever work for free.
Yeah.
And I am very adamant about that, being an editor myself. If someone is editing something for us, we want to pay them for it, because that is time, that is hard work. It is not easy. We know firsthand how hard editing is. So we would never ask someone to edit for free for us.
Here comes 150 hours, Ryan, says Connor.
I don't know what you mean, Connor.
Of editing.
Oh. For this one, yeah, probably. Well, I don't know. Maybe not.
How long will the episode be? Right now it's hard to tell, but I would imagine well over an hour and a half, at least.
Like an hour and 31 minutes.
Yeah, an hour and 30 minutes and 1 second.
We don't know. It's all we don't ever really know how long an episode is going to be until we actually get in there and start cutting. Thank you,
Eric.
Eric or Eric.
Sorry, guys, we're behind on the chat. So if you're still in here, thank you. You could split this investigation up for more than one spooky Saturday. Unfortunately, nope. We get a lot of backlash when we do that. Stab it.
Get a lot of backlash when we do what?
Split up episodes.
Oh, yeah. It's just people don't generally seem to like it. The cliffhanger of it all. They don't come back for part 2. And we always love to complete a story.
Yeah. Are you making another cowboy flick with the ladies from down under? Maybe.
Fine flick.
Steppy, thank you very much. We appreciate you two and all the time you devote to this in the show. To us in the show.
Well, thank you.
Have you guys ever met the Tennessee Wraith Chasers? They seem like they'd be great for you guys to collab with.
We met them, yeah. We had them at our first Paracon that we did. And while there are some of them on that team that I get along very well with, there are others that, let's just say, were difficult to work with. Those that came to the event that we held about 6 years ago that we put on, the West Virginia Penitentiary Paracon, didn't hold up their end of the contract and kind of left us hanging. So that's why we've never had them back, because they didn't hold up their end of the contract.
Yeah.
And made a lot of guests very angry.
It's probably no collab. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired I can't even read this. Oh, I'm caught up. Whatever the premiere will be, I'm sure it will be great. You guys, please take time out for a little rest. Maybe one day. Yeah, Connor, it seems like some trolls have slipped in this evening. Thank you guys for keeping the trolls at bay.
Yes, thank you. Have you guys developed any other hobbies besides paranormal investigating?
Traveling for me, and I like hiking and being outside, and we both kind of like antiquing and like abandoned buildings and stuff, but
We haven't really had a chance to do it. I would say the only other thing that I do outside of editing and paranormal investigating is just standard stuff that is just like lifestyle things, like, you know, staying active, working out, that sort of thing to try and stay healthy. And that's literally the only thing I do for like an hour when I take an hour out of the day to go work out and then come back and sit back at the desk and edit more. So I would say that's probably about it. But yeah, I do love watching movies, do love going to antique stores. when the occasion arises and there's time for it.
Any sign that Ida has possessed Miss Molly? I don't know.
We are probably here soon. We're probably, wow, we here soon. We probably are here soon at some point, probably going to be doing a full investigation of Miss Molly, finding a place that we know has no paranormal activity, you know, outside of the doll, and trying to set her up and do an investigation to see if there's anything attached to her. And that will be an upcoming video probably very soon to qualm, is that the right word? All of your curiosity. Quell. To quell your curiosity. Qualm is not the right word.
Do you stay awake for movies? It's a question. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Insomnia is I was going to say a cursey word. Insomnia is a B. So.
I've seen y'all do some scary things. Does adrenaline play a part of your job? Not anymore, really, I don't think.
Very rarely. Sometimes something happens that's loud and startling, and then it gets the heart pumping.
Yeah.
But
what's your favorite part about the investigations? The architecture of the buildings for me. And then getting to go home and go to sleep afterwards.
I would say probably I love solos. I love to like split up and go alone. My only real paranormal. I would say out of like all the investigation processes, I would say that's probably my favorite, is when we get to actually split up and have that eerie quiet.
Yeah. How do you both pick locations that you are going to investigate? What is the process? A lot of Google research, a lot of Facebook stalking, a lot of input and research from Polly back there. A lot of people send us locations. So that's that. But yeah, guys. 5 more minutes here, and then I'm going to cut off this live stream. We've got stuff to do, so. Has your mom seen Ghost Chatter yet? We used it last night, but not really like in... I don't think she's seen it in depth yet, Connor.
She wasn't present. We were setting it up.
Thank you, Stephanie.
I saw a question up there, and we've addressed it in the past, and I'll keep it brief. It's not that Steve doesn't like investigating with us anymore. Steve has a life, and he has personal things, and he kind of drifted away to take care of things in his personal life, drifted away from traveling with us and investigating, and, you know, that's whatever he needs to do for his life, you know? Because you only do this thing once. That we know of. What up, Seg?
What's up, Seg? What's with all the stupid AI bots in here?
It's impossible to get away from them on the internet anymore.
I know.
Awesome, Erica. Hope you enjoy it.
Ryan, did you say this place that you're at, nobody has investigated? Sorry, I forgot what you had said at the beginning of the chat.
Yeah, we're the only people to have ever investigated this place that we're working on this project for the past 4 nights that we've been investigating.
Do the historical society's historical homes ever have issue with opening locations to paranormal investigators? I would
Yes.
say about 80% of them are not willing.
Yes. It's a very delicate balancing act because, a lot of the people that are a member or are in charge of the historical society or historical societies, some of them are very open-minded to it, but others are look at the historical preservation and think of the paranormal as being silly and not lucrative, and some of them even would say insulting to the history, just because they're old-fashioned and they don't understand. Which there are some investigators that are disrespectful to history. I will say that I've come across that. There are some investigators out there who are very disrespectful to history, but which is why it becomes so difficult for us or good investigators to change people's minds.
Yeah.
It takes one bad egg to spoil the whole batch, which I don't know that that's technically true, but
Well,
put a bad egg in a carton, y'all, and tell me if it spoils the whole batch.
I see a lot of the younger paranormal investigators just looking to find demons more than investigating for spirits and hearing their stories. What do you guys think about that? It's ruining the paranormal field. Please stop supporting that.
Yes. And that is the reason why what I just said is happening for that exact same reason.
And I'm not saying I'm not saying the person who sent that question is supporting that. That's a broad statement. Stop supporting that.
Yep. Because if you think about it, if you are someone who is a part of a historical society or you own a historic building with a really rich and exciting history, and there's possible ghost stories, and someone comes in and tries to, say that there's a scratching, blood-sucking demon hiding in the basement, that's going to ruin what you're trying to do with your historical preservation, because now who's going to, people are genuinely afraid of that. And people that would have come and visit are not going to come visit now. So, yeah, we are totally, totally, totally against the everything is a demon.
About now. Okay, there we go. We're back. Sorry, I have a screen limiter on my phone and it timed out, so it muted us.
Dave is limiting his social media exposure by having a screen limiter, and when it went off and told him, "You've reached your limit for today," it muted the live stream and tried to throw us off the side of the hill.
I forgot. There was something up there I wanted to look at.
But anyway, I think because there was no sound, I didn't get to finish it. But what I basically said was, if if you were a historical society board member, or you were someone who owned a historic building that was trying to preserve history, and someone came in and screamed demon and claimed that there was a horrific monster hiding in the house that was going to hurt people. And then that would scare people away from coming to visit, and that would ruin what you're trying to do with historical preservation. So we're very against the whole everything is a demon crowd. And in fact, we got into the paranormal because of history, and we want to preserve history using paranormal. And claiming everything is a demon is the opposite of that. It's sensationalized. It's a fairy tale that they're trying to sell for clicks and views.
I respect y'all mucho. Thank you, Erica. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream so we can get back to work and finish out our week here at this location. Be looking for this episode in a couple weeks, 2-3 weeks maybe. And, now my phone's going to die. But we will have new content coming out this weekend and next weekend and the weekend after that. So get ready for that. And we'll see you Saturday for Spooky Saturday. I know Connor's got a brand new episode coming out as well. So make sure you guys come by for Spooky Saturday.
That's right. We'll see you there.
And hopefully we're going to go and get some sleep tonight. Whatever that is. All right.
Bye.